I'll get my car.
I brought mine.
Yours.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Batman vehicles.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
For this list, we'll be looking at all of the Dark Knight's planes, trains, and automobiles, usually prefixed with the word Bat. We'll be looking at those that have already debuted in the comics or on screen. So at this time, Robert Pattinson's cool-looking souped-up Batmobile or stripped-back Batcycle are going to get a Bat Pass on this occasion. Since some of these vehicles shine during pivotal moments, expect some spoilers. Are you a flyer or a sailor? Do you, like the chicks, dig the car, as Robin says? Sound off in the comments. Number 10. The Bat. The Dark Knight Rises.
What's it called?
Oh, it has a long, uninteresting Wayne Enterprises designation. I just took to calling it the Bat. And yes, Mr. Wayne, it does come in black.
For the third film in the Dark Knight trilogy, Batman needs a new form of transport to cover the vast areas of Gotham City. Not a plane, nor a helicopter, this unique and nimble air vehicle was dubbed the Bat and was designed by Wayne Enterprises as a defense project specializing in tight geometry and urban pacification.
Nothing like a little air superiority.
The aircraft is intended to travel between buildings and becomes a crucial form of transport for the Dark Knight. It certainly looks the part with its plated appearance and threatening, growling rotors. Though initially without an autopilot, the world's greatest detective manages to get a software patch installed and uses it to save Gotham from a neutron bomb without nuking himself in the process. Number 9. Bat Ski Boat. Batman Returns. With his car out of action, Batman has to rely on a new vehicle for the finale of Batman Returns. Keeping the jet black aesthetic and general shaping of his Batmobile, the Bat Ski Boat was designed to navigate through the extensive sewer system beneath Gotham City. It also relays the Penguin's positions, acting as a portable sonar to the Batcave. We can't imagine too many scenarios in which Batman would have the need for such a long and wide vehicle with the aforementioned capabilities, but it's good that he did. It's a particularly cool-looking craft, though the Caped Crusader would instead reveal the more simply titled Batboat in the next film. Number 8. Classic Batmobile. Detective Comics number 48 and Batman number 5.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
The Old Faithful Batmobile began life as a simple red convertible in 1941, specifically a 1936 Cord. Originally described as a specially built, high-powered auto, it quickly darkened in color. By Batman number 5, the Dark Knight had added a bat-head-shaped shield to the front bumper, tail fins, and was streamlined into the rocket-powered car we know today. As iconic as the early printed versions are, the live-action iteration driven by Adam West's Batman set the standard for the cars that followed. It usually takes the design of a long-bodied, jet-engine car and kept that general shape in all live-action films until 2005. 2022's The Batman appears to be bringing the design back to basics with a high-powered muscle car. Number 7. Riot Tank Batmobile. The Dark Knight Returns. The Riot Tank Batmobile only appears once in the comic books, during Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns.
Mutants, surrender now or be destroyed.
Really, the only thing that separates it from its military counterparts is the bulky design and vague bat features flanking the front. Still, what it lacks in speed or versatility, it more than makes up for in sheer power and heft. However, despite its sparse comic appearances, it would go on to inspire many of the vehicles that followed, including a later entry.
They don't even wait for an order. Kids these days.
No respect.
It would cameo in animation in New Batman Adventures, as well as live action in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
It's time you stand.
Number 6. Batcopter, Detective Comics number 171, and Batman.
Red alert! Red alert! Gotham Tower, all aircraft in the Gotham Control Zone, enter your holding pattern. Repeat, enter your holding pattern. Batcopter cleared for takeoff.
Made popular by the 1966 movie, thanks largely to the image of Adam West's Batman hanging from it and kicking a rubber shark.
Holy sardine!
The Batcopter made its comic debut 15 years prior. Strangely, it was actually created by the Penguin to taunt the Caped Crusader. Beyond that iteration, Batman used his helicopter to navigate the city faster and included a stealth mode which rendered it undetectable to criminals, presumably ones who had access to radar. The Batcopter is rarely seen in modern stories, probably having jumped the shark. Briefly, Batman also utilized the flying Batcave, a giant Batcopter that served as a home base when he was banned from Gotham City. However, it was ultimately deemed too impractical to run with its high fuel demands. Number 5. Nightcrawler, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Celebrate later, Alfred. I need the Nightcrawler.
Thought you'd never ask. Crawler's on the way, initiating remote mode.
No, not the X-Men character that can teleport. The Nightcrawler as used by Ben Affleck's Batman is one of a kind.
My turn.
An all-terrain, walking battle tank, the vehicle is self-correcting, can climb walls, and is armed to the teeth. Only seen in the 2 versions of the DCEU Justice League movie, as even Joss Whedon probably thought it was too cool to cut. The Nightcrawler is also quite distinct for its lack of resemblance to anything Bat-related. Instead, it crawls on mechanical limbs, whilst Batman, Alfred, or even Cyborg pilots.
Relax, Alfred. I'll take it from here.
Do I know you?
To be 4-legged in this instance is to be 4-armed. Number 4. Batwing, Batman, Batman Forever, and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Although the Batplane had already been around since Batman number 1, the 1989 movie debuted the variant aircraft Batwing, which quickly became the favored version amongst fans. Quite literally a one-person jet shaped like the bat symbol, the Batwing has speed and agility unlike anything else. Batman Forever showed a new version of a Batwing/Batsub hybrid, complete with neon lights and the rib detailing that was present on that movie's Batmobile. "2016 ushered in a new Batwing for Ben Affleck's Batman, which retained the curvature of the '89 version, but not the symbol shape. Bizarrely, despite being named for a flying creature, Batman has had bad luck with his Batwings, as none make it to the end of their respective movies without being shot down. Number 3. Batmobile 2039, Batman Beyond.
This is unbearably cool.
Remember, easy gestures. Let the suit do the work.
The Batman Beyond version of the Batmobile differs quite a lot from its predecessors. For the futuristic animated series, showrunners needed to make sure the new car reflected the times and would fit directly into any sci-fi urban landscape. Firstly, it can fly as well as cruise the streets of Neo Gotham. But unlike the Batplane or Batwing, it's still roughly the size of a modern car. Unlike the previous iterations of the Batmobile, it isn't emblazoned with any of the usual bat-like scalloped tail fins or emblems. In fact, it's quite straightforward, taking the form of a simple pod for Terry McGinnis to travel in, not too dissimilar from the Bat ski boat.
Gotcha. Uh-oh.
Number 2. Tumbler, Batman Begins.
What's that?
Tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be interested in that.
First introduced in Batman Begins, the Tumbler was a completely new take on the Batmobile. Built by Wayne Enterprises, they were designed to rocket jump over gaps in pairs, towing cables in order to build bridges. Instead, Bruce Wayne had it painted black and used it to crush cop cars.
At least tell me what it looks like. Never mind.
Even in its destruction, the gadget-laden vehicle has a trick up its sleeve. An emergency escape vehicle referred to as the Batpod was quite literally a bike made from the car's front two wheels and became a primary ride for Batman from then on.
Goodbye.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Subway Rocket, Detective Comics number 667. No tickets required for this light rail train. Bat Rocket, Batman number 658. Batman really does have lots of things. Bat Skiff, Batman and Robin. The less said about the movie, the better, but Robin does have a cool ice vehicle.
Gotcha! Now!
The Speedwagon, the Lego Batman movie. Pretty much every Bat vehicle bricked into one.
Who has the coolest gadgets? Who has the tricked out ride? Who does the sickest backflips? Batman!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Burton vs. Batmobile. Batman and Batman Returns.
Get the car.
Which one?
Yep, there's a reason we didn't mention it earlier. For an entire generation of fans, Tim Burton's movie-era Batmobile is the definitive set of wheels. Slick, quick, and terrific, the car was the blueprint for the live-action ones that followed, as well as the animated incarnation. It's gadget-laden, with grappling hooks, grenades, shields, trip fins, and projectile launchers all part of the vehicle's arsenal. But that's not where the surprises stop. Everything except the central chamber of the car detaches and reduces it to a thin, missile-like structure for the emergency bailouts, an idea recycled for the Batpod. It's expected to return in 2022's The Flash, where its appearance is almost as anticipated as Michael Keaton's Batman himself.
Holy!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.